my bags and left for New York that night. When I arrived, a limo whisked me away to the most stunning building I'd ever seen. Mr. Tucker greeted me warmly and gave me a tour of the studio. The first day of recording was an absolute blast. Everything seemed to be falling into place until a few days later, I was chilling in my hotel room when the door flung open and Bailey walked in. Ah! Bailey? What are you doing here? Your drummer had to drop out because of personal reasons. So Tucker called me in. Why? What do you mean, why? Because I'm talented, you butt face? Talented in making my life miserable. Ooh. Someone grew a tongue while I was away. Relax. That was school. But this is real life. I won't bully my own teammate. You can take my word for it. As soon as Bailey left, I spoke to Tucker, and he confirmed Bailey's story. He asked me if I was okay with it, and I wanted to say no, but Bailey was insanely talented, so I let it slide. But the next day, I regretted every bit of my decision. Not only was Bailey somehow more annoying, she was also really controlling. She gave me notes on my singing and would stop the recording every 2 seconds because she wasn't feeling the music. Then one time, in the middle of a performance, she changed the notes to my solo on the spot. What are you doing? Improvising? No, you're messing up my solo. And what are you gonna do about it? Bailey just left, and at that moment, something snapped inside me. I closed my eyes, focused on the notes, and sang. When I opened my eyes, the crowd stood still, and then they burst into a massive applause. Everyone was chanting my name, and Bailey looked like someone had pulled her kidneys out. From that moment forward, my life was an absolute whirlwind. We were getting more live shows, doing interviews, talk shows, and I was truly famous. I even got the first ever call from my mom, but it wasn't what I expected. Hey Mom, I'm so glad you called.
Your sister plays the oboe, you know.
Lana? Yeah, I know.
So let her in your band.
But I thought you hated the idea of getting into music.
I do, but Lana will be going to college soon, and playing oboe professionally will look good on her application. Now, will you help her or not?
I wanted to say no, but Mom was talking to me after weeks, and I didn't want to disappoint her. So I agreed, and a week later, Lana joined me. But I had no idea how to fit an oboe in the band, and Lana didn't seem too interested either. All she did was sleep or order room service all the time, and I barely had any cash left for myself. To make things worse, we were a month away from the album launch, and I still had a bunch of songs to write. In this world so big.
Stop! This is not working out. We need something edgier.
Could we try a different note?
No, I want more emotion. Was there ever a time when you were angry?
Not that I can recall, but maybe when Bailey posted that video of mine without asking me, or the time she dipped my books into spaghetti sauce, or when she tried to spoil my solo on stage.
Darling, you can't let people walk all over you like that. Stand up for yourself. Dig into that rage and come to me tomorrow with a new song.
I spent the entire night replaying the conversation with Mr. Tucker, and when I calmed down, I realized he was right. I was a pushover. Bailey had tormented me for years, and I'd never stood up for myself. My own parents had treated me like a pushover, but not once did they pay attention to what I wanted. And when I finally did something for myself, they tried to snuff that spark out too. Heavy with rage, I picked up the phone and dialed in. Bailey? Yeah, you're out. You're a bully, and no bullies are allowed in my band. And I cut the call before she had a chance to scream. On a high, I called my mom next. Hey Mom, Lana doesn't want to be here, and oboe doesn't make sense in this band. I'm sending her home. Finally, I couldn't believe I just stood up to my mom, and to be honest, I felt pretty proud of myself. The next day, I walked up to Mr. Tucker and told him the conversation I had with Bailey. I thought he'd be mad, but instead, he smiled.
Good for you, darling. And don't worry, we'll find a new drummer. Let me hear that new song.
I poured my heart into my song, and Mr. Tucker was so impressed, he sent it straight for recording. He even set up auditions, and within no time, we had a new drummer in our band. A week later, when the song was released, it got more popular than all our live shows combined. We rose to the top of every chart, got invitations to every celebrity show, and Mr. Tucker even extended my contract. I was making more money than ever, and life was pretty good. But the more I leaned into my emotions, the angrier I got, and pretty soon, I was lashing out at everyone. I ordered this salad with ranch. This is blue cheese. What are you doing? Trying to make me fat?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I forgot.
Did you forget to brush your teeth? Did you forget to take a bath? Did you forget to sleep? No? Then how can you forget to follow simple instructions? The waiter ran away crying, and I felt a bit bad. But with the amount of money I was spending, I deserved better service. But the next day, I was making waves on social media for being rude and mean. Apparently, someone from the restaurant posted a video of me screaming at the waiter, and now everyone was out there to get me, including the paparazzi.